These are the faces of the 3 men found guilty by a jury of killing a 59-year-old grandfather on the A38 in May this year. During the lengthy trial, the jury was told the incident on May 12 involved 2 rival biker gangs, with David Crawford belonging to the Cornwall branch of the Red Chiefs Motorcycle Club, MC, and Benjamin Parry, Thomas Pawley and Chad Brading belonging to the Plymouth branch of the Bandidos Motorcycle Club. The jury was told how the Bandidos had a grudge against the Red Chiefs, MC, affiliated with the more notorious Hells Angels Motorcycle Club. The jury was shown shocking dashcam and cabcam footage taken from the Ford Transit van which was driven by 42-year-old Parry, as he approached and then slammed into the rear of Mr. Crawford's 2,000cc black Kawasaki motorbike on the A38 on slip at the St. Budeaux interchange. Prosecutor Paul Cavan KC warned the jury that they would have to watch the disturbing footage a number of times before the trial was over. People in the room visibly winced at the moment of collision, which saw Mr. Crawford first fall back onto the bonnet of the van, before being hurled up into the air as the van continued forwards. Mr. Crawford's body then disappeared from the dashcam view, but it transpired that he had become trapped under the vehicle and dragged down the on-slip, along the A38, and finally dislodged at the beginning of the Devonport A38 off-slip. Keith Charrington, a forensic collision investigator for Devon and Cornwall Police's Forensic Collisions Investigation Team, told the jury that scuff marks on the road were consistent with the Kawasaki's rear wheel dragging along, while deep gouge marks were made by the motorbike being forced into the ground. He also told the jury that marks on the road indicated where Mr. Crawford's motorbike helmet had been worn away as it was scraped along the road. Debris from Mr. Crawford's helmet and clothing as well as body matter was also found along the road by investigators. He told the court how examination of the scene suggested Mr. Crawford had been trapped under the Ford van along approximately 394 meters of the A38 on slip at St. Budeaux, 414 meters along the A38, and a further 77 meters on the off-slip at Weston Mill/Devonport, resulting in a total of 885 meters. A Home Office pathologist's statement read to the court noted how his black motorbike helmet was eroded flat on the left side. In addition, she found abrasions and laceration of varying severity to his head, neck, both arms, torso, and both legs. Internally, his chest had suffered multiple rib fractures, 18 on his left side and 25 on his right. This was given context by her stating that there were 12 ribs on each side, meaning that some individual ribs suffered multiple fractures. She found that both his lungs had suffered multiple punctures, caused by the fractured ribs. Mr. Crawford suffered lacerations across the right side of the heart. He also suffered tears to his liver and spleen as well as 3 fractures to his pelvis. The pathologist said this injury could be accounted for if the wheel of the van had driven over his torso. Prosecutors told the jury that the 3 men had effectively conspired to track down a member of the Red Chiefs MC and cause them serious harm, but while Parry, a former Royal Engineer in the British Army, admitted his actions did cause the death of Mr. Crawford, he told the jury he did not set out to kill him. For their part, Pawley and Brading insisted no such plan was ever created and it was pure chance that they happened to be alongside Mr. Crawford on the on-slip when he was struck by the transit van. Then went on to work in the private military sector, said that he joined the club because it was the closest thing you get from the military, adding that it was run by rules and that you live by laws and respect. He added that you don't cheat, lie or steal from your brothers. For his part, Pawley, who had served in the Royal Navy until he suffered a knee injury snowboarding in Dubai and was honorable discharged, said the blame for Mr. Crawford's death was solely that of Parry's. He had told the jury that he and Brading had been interested to know why the Hells Angels and Red Chiefs were in the Bandidos patch at the Costa Coffee Shop by Marsh Mills, wearing their colors, which was considered an insult. Mr. Cavan KC had told the jury during his opening that amongst the motorcycle fraternity these men were part of, it was considered bad form, disrespectful and an insult for members to wear their colors in a rival club's patch.
Thanks for watching, motherfuckers. If you want to see more of my films, please subscribe. It's the red button and looks nothing like a royale with cheese.